Good morning, my dear students. Today, in our marketing research course, we will talk in Chapter 1 Marketing Information System (MIS) and Marketing Research. After studying this chapter, you should be able to explain the importance of information to the company and its understanding of the marketplace. Define the marketing information system and discuss its parts. Outline the steps in the marketing research process. Explain how companies analyze and distribute marketing information. Discuss the special issues some marketing researchers face, including public policy and ethics. This chapter outline: number 1, assessing marketing information needs; number 2, developing marketing information; number 3, marketing research; number 4, analyzing marketing information; number 5, distributing and using marketing information; number 6, other marketing information consideration. In the outline, number 1, assessing marketing information needs included the marketing information system (MIS) consisted of people, equipment, and procedures to gather, sort, analyze, evaluate, and distribute needed timely and accurate information to marketing decision makers. For the assessing the information needs, developing needed information, analyzing information, and distributing this information, all these 4 points for helping decision makers use the information to take the important decisions in the company. The marketing information system here. The marketers frequently complain that they lack enough information of the right kind or have too much of the wrong kind regarding the spread of information throughout the company, say that it takes great effort to locate even simple facts. Subordinates may withhold information that they believe will reflect badly on their performance. Often important information arrives too late to be useful, or on-time information is not accurate. Companies have greater capacity to provide managers with information, but have often not made good use of it. Many companies are now studying their managers' information needed and designing information systems to meet those needs. So, the marketing information system consists of people, equipment, and procedures to gather and analyze the needed information, timely and accurate information for the marketing decision makers. Here, the marketing information system consists of the marketing managers and other information users, analysis, planning, implementing, organization, and control. This is the input for the marketing information system, and for the second step in developing needed information. Here in the middle, there are 3 steps Number one, assessing information needed. Number two, developing needed information. Number three, distributing and using information. In the developing needed information, there are 4 steps: internal database, information analysis, marketing intelligence, and the marketing research. And there are the marketing environment that included target markets, marketing channels, competitors, publics, and the macro environment forces. MIS provides information to the company's marketing and other managers and external partners such as suppliers, resellers, and marketing service agencies. A good marketing information system balances the information users would like to have against what they need and what it visible to offer. The issues to consider in a good MIS is the amount of information, the ability of this information, and the costs of this data or information. The second step here, developing marketing information. In the developing marketing information, the information needed by marketing managers comes from internal company records, marketing intelligence, and marketing research. The information analysis systems then process this information to make it more useful for managers. Then the marketers can obtain information from the internal data, marketing intelligence, and the marketing research. The first point is the internal data or the internal records. Most marketing managers use internal records and reports, especially for making day-to-day planning, implementation, and control decisions. The internal records information consists of information gathered from sources within the company to evaluate marketing performance and to detect marketing problems and opportunities. The company's accounting department prepares financial statements and keeps detailed records of sales, orders, costs, and cash flows. The manufacturing reports on production schedules and inventories. The sales force reports on resellers' reactions and competitors' activities. The customer service department provides information on customer satisfaction or service problem. All this information is internal information or internal database in the company. So, in our slide here, the internal database are electronic collections of consumer and market information obtained from data sources within the company network, including customer accounting, marketing, customer service, and the sales department. All these types are included in the internal database inside the company. What's the advantage and disadvantage of the internal database? The advantage of the internal database can be accessed more quickly and it's less expensive. The disadvantage of the internal database, it may be incomplete information or it may be wrong form for decision making, timelines of information, and the amount of information may be leak and need for sophisticated equipment and techniques. Here, in the second topic in the marketing intelligence, the second topic in the developing marketing information is the marketing intelligence that can be defined as the marketing intelligence is the systematic collection and analysis of publicly available information about competitors and developments in the marketplace. The goal of marketing intelligence is to improve strategic decision making, assess and track competitors' actions, and provide early warning of opportunities and threats or challenges for the marketing managers. So, the marketing intelligence is everyday information about developments in the marketing environment that helps managers prepare and adjust marketing plans. The marketing intelligence system determines the intelligence needed, collects it, collects it by searching the environment and delivers it to marketing managers who need it. The marketing intelligence comes from many sources. Much intelligence is from the company's personnel, executives, and scientists, purchasing agents, and the sales force. But company people are often busy and fail to pass on important information. The company must sell its people on their importance as intelligence gathers, train them to spot new developments, and urge them to report intelligence back to the company. Here, in the third topic of the developing information is the marketing research. The marketing research is the systematic design, collection, analysis, and reporting of data relevant to a specific marketing situation facing an organization. Here, in the marketing research process, the marketing research process consists of 4 steps. The first step is defining the problem and research objectives. The second step, developing the research plan for collecting information. And the third step, implementing the research plan, collecting and analyzing the data. Here, the fourth step, in interpreting and reporting the findings. In the first step, that defining the problem and research objectives, the marketing managers and the researcher must work closely together to find the problem carefully and must agree on the research objectives. The manager understands the decision for which information is needed. The researcher understands marketing research and how to obtain this information. In the marketing research, we have 3 types of the research objectives. The 3 types of these objectives: the exploratory research, descriptive research, and the casual research. The difference between these 3 types of researches is the exploratory research is the gathering of general information that will help to find the problem and suggest hypotheses. Then the exploratory research refers to the general information. Then the descriptive research is to describe the problem in details, such as market potential for a product or the attitudes of consumers who buy the product. Then the descriptive research refers to the problem in details, not in general information. The third type is the casual research, is to test hypotheses about about cause and effect relationships. Then the causal research refers to the cause and effect relationships. Developing the research plan. The research plan outlines sources of existing data, spells out the specific research approaches, contact method, sampling plans, and instruments that researchers will use to gather data. Then the developing research plan, it's the second step of the marketing research process, calls for determining the information needed, developing a plan for gathering it efficiently, and presenting the plan to marketing management. The plan outlines sources of existing data and explain the specific research approaches, contact method, sampling plans, and instruments that researchers will use to gather new data. So, the research plan is a written proposal that includes management problem, research objectives, information needed, how the results will help management decisions, and the budget for this research. In the developing the research plan, we have two types of data, secondary data and primary data. The secondary data consists of information that already exists somewhere, having been collected for another purpose. Then the secondary data that this information already exists. But the primary data consists of information gathered for the special research plan. Then the primary data gathered for this research. So, in the gathering the secondary information, this to meet the manager's information needs, the researcher can gather secondary data and the primary data or both. Secondary data is information that already exists somewhere, having been collected for another purpose, but the primary data consists of information collected for the specific purpose at hand. So, the researchers usually start by gathering secondary data. The secondary data sources included internal and external source. The secondary data are usually quicker and cheaper to obtain than primary data. For example, a visit to the library might provide all the information policewomen needs on career usual at almost no cost. A study to collect primary information might take weeks or months and cost a lot of money. Also, secondary data can sometimes provide weeks can sometimes provide data that an individual company cannot collect on its own, information that either is not directly available or would be too expensive to collect. For example, it would be too expensive for both women and to conduct a continuing competitors brands, but it can buy Nelson's scanner services. So the secondary data also have problems. The needed information may not exist. Researchers can rarely obtain all the data they needed from secondary sources. So the secondary data have many sources like the internal sources and the government publications or the periodicals and books, and the commercial data and the international data. What's the advantage and disadvantage of secondary data? The secondary data is speed, less costs, and provide data that a company cannot collect on its own. But the disadvantage of secondary data, its availability and its relevance, accuracy, and maybe it be an impartial data. The primary data collection may be by the research approaches, contact methods, sampling plan, or the research instruments. Then we will complete the second part of this chapter in the next lecture. Thank you, my dear students.